Hey, it's Tall Yoda, sitting down with Street Certified TV.
Street Certified TV. Let them know who you are.
My name's Tall Yoda. Thank you for having me.
No doubt, man. Thanks for coming here and supporting the podcast. So let's start off with Tall Yoda. How did you get the stage name?
Just from being pretty much in the hood, always smoking, having weed, laying around, stacking that shit up. It just became like a little nickname for me. Like, there's a little Tall Yoda right there. I'm gonna roll that up. And having money, stacking that up. That's a Tall Yoda. So it just became a little moniker for me and everything. Just money, weed, just everyday life pretty much. Just Tall Yoda.
Did you have that name before you were rapping, or was this something like inspired by rapping?
Inspired by rapping pretty much. I got into rap pretty much through making beats, and pretty much my first customers for beats were people in the hood and everything like that. So that's pretty much where I was at, where that money was at, just in different hoods and networking with different people.
Got you. And you came up with the name?
I came up with the name.
Got you. Okay. And when did you start making beats?
Shit, in high school.
Okay.
I was always somehow musically inclined. I used to like play instruments and everything as a kid. For me, it was a way to like get out of class early and shit like that. So I do my schoolwork early, hop out of class real quick. But then it got to a point where, I wanted girls and shit like that. Not getting too many girls off the band and shit. So I started making beats and started selling, getting money that way, and it just took off from there.
What grade would you say you started playing instruments, or did you play sooner than that, or like when did you officially start picking up instruments, or learning how to make beats? Like what grade or what age?
I started playing drums in second grade, and then
Wow.
Went into lessons all the way to like 8th grade. I was in like my little honor band and everything like that. And then in high school, I was in jazz band with bass guitar, and then that sophomore, junior year is when I got like my first Fruity Loops program and was really just trying to throw some beats together. And in between class, I go play for one of my homies and hey, what do you think about this? He's like, oh yeah, this slaps. I listen to them now, they trash beats, but they were just supporting the dream and everything like that and could see the potential.
That's interesting that you say second grade, because that's literally 7 and 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like to like dig deeper into that question for that reason, because like people most of the time credit their high school years, but they don't credit like that 7 or 8 years old moment when like you realize you like to play like music,
yeah,
at whatever, even if it's just banging a drum, like
yeah.
But yeah, that's dope. So what city are you from?
I'm from Modesto, California, 209.
Okay, tight. What was it like growing up there?
Modesto has a little bit of everything. There's some slimy parts of Modesto. There's some good parts of Modesto. There's some rich parts of Modesto. There's some parts you just don't want to go to. And I don't know if it's a blessing. I'll say it's a blessing because it made me who I am today. But I've been in pretty much every single part of Modesto.
Got you. And so, do you feel like as a musician, there's any releases, maybe not current, like not your new stuff, but just like, or maybe, music pieces that you feel like people should know about?
Definitely The Dark Takes Volume 1. That's out on all platforms. Not only that one, but this other album I got with my artist Boogie Love's Capital Vibes. That one has more harmony and melody besides just the bars and everything else that I can offer as an artist and musician. I feel like those two projects really showcase my musicianship as an artist.
Okay. How about any new projects that you're working on?
Vile Motives, that's dropping on 2/16 this week. So I got that dropping, and I got the visuals dropping for Airport 2. And I got a lot of more coming up pretty soon.
Okay. How about any music visuals, like anything new that you've dropped or that's on the way that the viewers should know about?
Oh yeah, definitely Airport. That's the movie that's dropping the same day as with the EP. That one. Also got other visuals as well. No Romance up there. The Strong video up there. That's on All Bay Music Magazine. You can find that on their Instagram and everything too. But I'm just staying working, always recording new music. So I always have visuals to film and stuff like that. Just trying to stay busy.
Gotcha. Okay. So what inspired you to, I don't know, like pursue your career as like a profession as opposed to maybe being like a hobbyist? Like clearly you take your career seriously. Like what made you want to pursue this entirely?
What made me want to take it to that level of everything that I feel like I'm finally seeing a little bit of the results from is just being slept on. I'm one of those people where I like to be heard when I speak and everything like that, and I feel like it's been there's a couple of situations where it's just like it's time to turn up, and now or never, type of situation, and I'm a motherfucking factor, and I feel like now is the time where people are gonna start seeing that for sure, not just because I said it, but I'm putting the hard work in for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Shit, Grammys, motherfucking everywhere, radio. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking this shit all the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I see myself. I don't see myself slowing down or anything. I always want to record. I always want to be in the studio somewhere, making some business moves somewhere. Getting some money and shit.
Gotcha. So since you've become successful, how do you deal with the haters?
That shit's always funny to me. It's entertaining to me now because I ain't never had no situation where they say to my face or nothing like that. But then I go on the gram or something and it's something completely different. Niggas sending out subliminals or some shit like that, and I just be like, this shit sounds real familiar. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't get those verses back, or then the words fall off, niggas start catting off and shit like that. So for me, it's just a matter of I ignore it now because now I got bigger and better shit. But sometimes I got time. If I got time, what I'm saying, depending on what it is, it might be something. You know what I'm saying, just depending what it is, really. And a lot of times niggas be bored and they don't got shit popping. So for me to respond and everything like that, I feel like just what I'm saying, be against the moves and the direction I'm going. So I'm always trying to move forward rather than backtrack.
Got you. What would you say are some of your musical influences, like, that have inspired you?
On the beat side, definitely Pharrell. Because, he play instruments, too. So anybody that, really know instruments and keys and not just button pressing, I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever projects they doing, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Who else? Tracks a Million. Because I started listening to Pharrell, I would say Tracks a Million was a big influence, rest in peace, because that sound he had, I felt like I could pick up, you know what I'm saying, the keys he was playing, but then he still had those 808s to hit along with it, and I thought that was so cool, you know what I'm saying, the way he would have his claps come in or arrangements, you know what I'm saying, I thought it was very legendary, back to the day. So those two people, you know what I'm saying, were, let's see, who else? Future. So I got a range of musical influences.
Yeah.
I like the work ethic of Future and everything like that, and just the, his overall, musicianship is something that really inspires me.
Yeah, no, Future is definitely one of the greats.
He's hella dope, man. Shout out Future, man.
So, what about local artists? You is there any local artists that you think you would want to do a record with?
Let's see. Local artists I would want to do a record with. I would say EBK J-Bo. He worked hard. Salute him and the whole team and everything like that. They pushing real hard and everything like that. I like people who work hard and everything like that.
Yeah.
So, other than that, that's pretty much from local Stockton. That out here.
Gotcha.
That's really moving and shit like that.
Okay. And what do you think about the Bay?
The Bay?
Yeah.
Man, that's full of legends, and legends to come and everything like that. I respect the Bay, they got my full salute on that one. Let's see. Coming up, who I listen to a lot. Oh, Offset Jim, that nigga dope. I listen to him a lot and everything. I like his flow and everything.
Free Offset Jim.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Shout out Offset Jim.
Yeah. Okay. So, where can people find you?
I'm on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. They can find me on IG at Tall Yoda _CT. I got all my visuals and everything on YouTube. For sure, All Bay Music Magazine. You can find all my latest on All Bay Music Magazine when it drops. For sure. It's gonna be right there.
Do you have any last words or shout outs you want to give to the fans?
Shout out to the team at Covert Treasury. Shout out the artist Boogie Lokes. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the dream and the movement. It's only going to the top. Shout out All Bay Music Magazine. Shout out the boy Ian and everything for riding with me and believing with me. And that's just stay tuned.